Get more music variety every day. KSMO, Salem.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. The Supreme Court's extended an order blocking full SNAP food aid payments. Haya Panjwani has details.
The High Court's decision came during signals that the government shutdown could end soon and food aid payments could start back up. The order keeps in place at least for a few more days, a chaotic situation. People who depend on the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, to feed their families in some states have received their full monthly allocations, while others have received nothing. SNAP helps 42 million Americans buy groceries. The order will expire just before midnight on Thursday. Haya Panjwani, Washington.
And Chris Rugaber sizes up the impact of the shutdown.
Many expect that growth will be cut by as much as half in the final 3 months of the year. Over 1 million federal workers have gone without paychecks. So that means less spending on restaurant meals, less spending on travel, delayed purchases. A lot of it will be made up when the government reopens and federal workers do get back pay. But many economists estimate that as much as a fifth of the impact will be permanent. Another impact is the interruption to food stamp, or what's now called SNAP benefits. And one other impact is that all of the government data on the economy was cut off. And this is the data that the Federal Reserve relies on to make its decisions about whether or not to cut interest rates. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said late last month that with economic data interrupted, the Fed might not cut its key rate when it meets in early December.
Airlines canceled another 1,200 flights Tuesday, complying with an FAA order that aims to reduce air traffic ultimately by 10%. It's an effort to ease demands on short-staffed control towers during the shutdown. Baby formula maker ByHeart has recalled all of its products nationwide amid an expanding outbreak of infant botulism. Arctic air has been chilling the eastern two-thirds of the country. Parts of the Great Lakes and Northeast have been getting significant snowfall, while the Southeast has been seeing record low temperatures. This is AP News. A death in the entertainment world.
Sally Kirkland, a one-time model who became a regular on stage, film, and TV, has died. She was 84. She was best known for sharing the screen with Paul Newman and Robert Redford in The Sting, and her Oscar-nominated title role in the 1987 movie Anna.
We went to all the festivals, Berlin, Venice, Cannes, and then I got pregnant.
Her representative says Kirkland died at a Palm Springs hospice. Sally Kirkland spoke to the AP in 2002 at Liza Minnelli's wedding.
This is Sally Kirkland in New York, the first time in ages, and Liza and David are the most amazing couple.
What about Michael Jackson? I heard.
Well, Michael Jackson was carrying her train for a while.
One-time co-star Jennifer Tilly wrote on X, "Don't say Sally died. Say Sally passed on into the spirits. Safe passage, beautiful lady." I'm Ed Donahue.
There's more news at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thanks for listening.
Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20. And we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better. Because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com/facts or a store near you. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
At the KSMO studios, let's take a look at our weather in this noon hour. Lots of sunshine today, and a lot better than it has been the last couple of days. We're going to have a high today, top out probably about 68, 69 degrees before it's all said and done this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. We'll have a northwesterly breeze at around 5 miles an hour. It'll be clear tonight and cold, down around 38 with a light and variable breeze. Could be a little bit of patchy frost out there. Partly sunny on Thursday, high of 66. A light breeze out of the south will be existing in the morning. at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Partly cloudy come Thursday night, the low of 49. Winds will be out of the south at 5 to 10. Sunny on Friday up to 75 with a southerly breeze at 5 to 10. Clear Friday night, low of 54. Sunny on Saturday, high of 77. Partly cloudy Saturday night, low of 46. And more sunshine on Sunday, but a tick cooler with a high about 65 degrees. Currently here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, 64 degrees, almost 65 right now at KSMO. We do have winds out of the northwest at 3 miles an hour, 33% relative humidity, pressure falling at 30.12 inches, and plenty of sunshine. Now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Livestock Reports, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us, right here at your hometown radio source, KSMO Salem, 1340 AM and 95.7 FM, and streaming at KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. Now, the Brownfield Commentary and Livestock Reports.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It seems that the agriculture industry has spent a whole lot of time for a whole lot of years reminding our customers how little they pay for food instead of promoting its quality and how diverse and abundant and safe it is. At a time when everything is more expensive, increases in the price of food seem to be getting more than their fair share of scrutiny. We have a consumer base seasoned to expect cheap food. You and I know it costs a great amount of money, time, and often back-breaking effort to farm and ranch in this country. But none of that matters when the consumer of what is grown only cares about the price they pay for it. Some today might be willing to pay a little more for a product that is labeled or advertised as sustainable, as if farmers and ranchers have not been sustainable in the past. To have a sustainable farm or ranch, you must create something that is both environmentally and economically enduring. We all know it takes a significant investment to produce quality meat, milk, eggs, poultry, corn, soybeans, hay, grain, sorghum, tomatoes, cranberries, sweet corn, sweet potatoes, apples, peaches, grapes, and every other agricultural product grown by farmers and ranchers in this country. Consumers expect cheap, sustainable food, not better tasting, not higher quality, not abundant, not safer. We, as an overall agricultural industry, have not done the best job promoting those things most farmers and ranchers strive to provide to customers. Our food supply is safe, diverse, and more abundant than it ever has been. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about, what am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's given me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You've seen Townscreen in Salem and Houston filled with local community events, business ads, even obituaries. But did you know that the Townscreen staff can even create personalized closed networks? They've already created a closed network for Intercounty Electric, the Senior Age Area Agency on Aging, schools, churches, and others. And you're in complete control of the content. It is a full-service closed network, and it's very affordable. To get all the details, call or text Townscreen at 636-338-1199. Townscreen. Country Mart in Salem is the one place to go to get everything you need. You'll find a pharmacy, greenhouse, deli, and gluten-free foods, organic foods, and diabetic products. Have you joined the Country Mart e-Club yet? If not, you should. You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sales through your email. It's simple and it's free. Join the Country Mart e-Club today. For more information about the e-Club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from your friends at Country Mart in Salem.
A very light day for direct cash cattle business and cash hogs into the day lower. Good morning. I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade was relatively quiet on Tuesday. There were a handful of live deals reported in Iowa at $227. That's well below current asking prices. And last week's business, significant trade volume is expected to develop later in the week. At the Oklahoma National Stockyards, feeder steers and heifers were steady to $5 lower on a light test. Steer calves were $5 to $10 lower. The USDA says the offering consisted of nice ranch-raised calves that were weaned. Buyers were very particular this week and held out for higher quality animals. Medium and large one feeder steers, 601 to 647 pounds, brought $352 to $397. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 619 to 646 pounds, brought $313 to $359. Boxed beef closed higher with solid demand for moderate offerings. Choice was up $1.90 at $379.22. Select closed 38 cents higher at $360.08. Estimated cattle slaughter was 116,000 head, down 2,000 on the weekend, down more than 6,000 on the year. Cash hogs into the day lower with a light negotiated run. The market has struggled to find direction and has been taking the path of least resistance lately. Processors moved decent numbers on Monday, but weren't very aggressive in their procurement efforts on Tuesday. Prices and movement were reflective of that. Demand remains the wild card as the industry hasn't seen trade and export data from the USDA in more than a month, and that creates more questions than it provides answers. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct were down $1.83 with a weighted average of 82.12. The Iowa Minnesota closed 49 cents lower with a weighted average of 83.20. The Western Corn Belt down 76 cents with a weighted average of 82.93. Pork values were lower, down $2.84 at 97.38. Bellies, butts, loins, picnics, and hams were all sharply lower. And estimated hog slaughter was 460,000 head, down 28,000 on the weekend, down more than 27,000 on the year. At the CME, live cattle were lower and feeders were mixed ahead of the week's direct business. And lean hog futures into the day mixed, adjusting spreads. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
That has been a Brownfield Commentary and Livestock Report brought to you as a courtesy of all of us at KSMO. Now time for a look at our updated funeral announcements brought to you by Your World Today, a news flyer in Salem and Dane County. It's been around since 1992 and provides 4 pages of news that you can use every single day, Monday through Friday, and it's absolutely free. Pick one up in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, or go online to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, Your World Today. James Allen Parker of Phelps County passed away November 10th at Phelps Health Hospital at the age of 87. Funeral services for James Allen Parker will be held at the Null & Son Funeral Home this Friday starting at 11 in the morning. Visitation for James Parker will be held on Thursday evening from 5 until 8 at the funeral home. Interment will be in the Rolla Cemetery. Memorials may be made to the Spring Creek Baptist Church. Cards are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Null & Son Funeral Home of Rolla for James Allen Parker, whose funeral services will be Friday morning at 11 at the Null & Son Funeral Home in Rolla. William Ray Hudson of Salem passed away on May 24th in California. A graveside service will be held this Saturday at the Boss Cemetery in Boss, Missouri. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for William Ray Hudson, whose graveside services will be Saturday morning at 11 at the Boss Cemetery in Boss. Jesse Andrew Fuller, Sr. of Salem, passed away Friday, October 31st at the age of 58. A celebration of life for Jesse Andrew Fuller Sr. will be held Saturday afternoon at 4 at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with visitation Saturday from 2 until 4 o'clock at the chapel. Memorial contributions may be made to the family to help with final expenses. Envelopes are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Jesse Andrew Fuller Sr., whose celebration of life will be held Saturday afternoon at 4 at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Cheryl Lee Bowles of Salem passed away Thursday, November 6th in Salem. A private celebration of life gathering will be announced by the family at a later date. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Cheryl Lee Bowles, whose private celebration of life gathering will be announced by the family at a later date. And that's a look at our updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of all of us at KSMO and Your World Today. Remember to pick up your copy of Your World Today, available at all the convenience stores and also numerous businesses around town, and also in locations in Bunker as well. Stop by, pick one up. They're absolutely free, cost you nothing. Or you can go online at KSMORadio.com and check out it on Your World Today by clicking on the Your World Today button. Your World Today, news you can use, and it's absolutely free. Monday through Friday, available in Salem and in Bunker. Local news is coming up in a moment. Keep it right here, KSMO Radio.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Here at KSMO, it's now time for a look at local news. Local news brought to you by your friends at the SBU Salem campus, located 501 South Grand Street, right here in Salem. It provides quality higher education close to home for the residents of Dent County and surrounding areas. To find out more information about the degrees or the programs offered by SBU Salem, just contact them at 729-7071. That's 729-7071. SBU Salem campus, bringing you a look at local news. The Missouri Department of Transportation is seeking community input on a project which will replace the Dent County Route B Bridge over Dry Creek in 2026. Built in 1939, the Dry Creek Bridge is in poor condition, showing signs that it's reached the end of its useful life and in definite need of replacement. Currently, construction will require a full roadway closure for Route B at the bridge with a signed detour. The public is invited to attend an open house style meeting on Thursday, November 20th at the Salem Public Library's North Basement Meeting Room at 403 North Jackson Street. Visitors may stop by at any time that afternoon between 4:30 and 6 to speak with the project team members, view exhibits outlining the planned work and proposed detour, ask questions, and leave comments as well. There'll be no formal presentation. Meeting materials will also be available online. In addition to the public meeting, there'll be a 3-week open comment period beginning tomorrow and lasting through December 4th. Input may be submitted online through a form on the project webpage, emailed to cdcr@modot.mo.gov, or mailed to 1511 Missouri Boulevard, Jefferson City, 65102. All comments must be received or postmarked by December 4th, 2025. More details are online at modot.org/projects/route-B. MDC says the catch and release trout season in Missouri will begin this Friday and go on through February 9th. The second Friday in November marks the opening of the annual winter catch and release no creel trout season at Montauk State Park, as well as the Merrimack Spring Park, Bennett Springs State Park, and Roaring River State Park. Fishing is allowed Friday through Monday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information about the services available at the Dorman L. Steelman Lodge Restaurant and Motel Snack Bar and Store, please call them at 573-548-2201. Well, deer and turkey hunting already underway in Missouri. The Department of Conservation is reminding those non-hunters to practice safety measures when afield during hunting seasons. According to Hunter Education Coordinator Justin McGuire, safety while hunting is ultimately the responsibility of the hunter. Hunters must clearly identify their targeted game animals before even putting their fingers on the triggers of their firearms or before drawing back their bows when archery hunting. They must also be aware of what is behind their targets and should never shoot at movement or sound. McGuire added that non-hunters out in hunting areas can also practice some safety measures. Here are some safety tips for the non-hunters. First off, wear bright clothing to be much more visible, such as a bright orange hat, jacket, or pack. Place a bright orange vest or bandana on the canines who will join you and keep them leashed. Avoid earth-toned or animal-colored clothing such as tan or brown. Be aware that hunters are often most active during the early morning and late afternoon when game animals are most active as well. And be especially aware of your own visibility during these times when the light is dim. McGuire also says to stay on designated trails. Trails are designed to improve the safety of public users and to protect sensitive habitats. Enjoying recreational activities only on designated trails will reduce the likelihood of entering into hunting areas. Plus, don't forget to let someone know where you are going and when to expect you to return. McGuire says hunters or non-hunters need to identify hunting seasons and lands open to hunting. Learn where and when hunting is taking place. Plan your recreational activities around this information. And to find out more about the hunting seasons, go to mo.gov/hunting/trapping. If you're not sure which conservation area allows hunting, and those that do not, by using the MDC Places to Go web feature at mo.gov/discover-nature/places. Going on now, the archery, deer, and turkey hunting seasons will run through November 14th. Then the firearm season opens on the 15th and will run again all the way through November through 25th. Then they open up again. The hunting and archery, deer, and turkey hunting again open up November 26th through January 15th. On Wednesday, November 5th, the Missouri State Highway Patrol's Division of Drug and Crime Control arrested 41-year-old Carly Swanson of St. James in connection with a sexual abuse investigation conducted by the Troop I Criminal Investigative Unit of the Missouri State Highway Patrol. The Phelps County prosecuting attorney formally charged Swanson with 1 count of child molestation in the first degree, 1 count of statutory rape in the second degree, and 1 count of statutory sodomy in the second degree. Swanson is being held in the Phelps County Jail with a $250,000 bond. On April 28th of this year, the Phelps County Sheriff's Office requested the Division of Drug and Crime Control to investigate allegations of child sex abuse involving former Doolittle Police Department officer Carly Swanson. At that time, Swanson was transported to the Phelps County Jail and placed on an investigative hold. These charges are mere accusations and are not evidence of guilt. Evidence in support of those charges must be presented before a court of competent jurisdiction whose duty it will be to determine guilt or innocence. And if you're questioning when hunting seasons are on any animals, Missouri Department of Conservation does have their booklets out and about right now, available where all hunting permits are being sold for the upcoming hunting seasons and the ones that are already in progress. The 2025 Fall Deer and Turkey Hunting Regulations and Information booklet has detailed information on fall deer and turkey hunting seasons, limits, permits, managed hunts, regulations, conservation areas to hunt, post-harvest instructions, chronic waste disease updates, and more. The booklet's available where all permits are sold and online as well at mdc.mo.gov. The Migratory Bird and Waterfowl Hunting Digest 2025-26 has detailed information on waterfowl hunting, along with hunting doves and other migratory game birds, such as rail, snipe, and woodcock. It also has information on needed permits and duck stamp requirements, hunting seasons and limits, hunting areas, regulations, and more. The digest is available where hunting permits are sold and online at mdc.mo.gov. Buy Missouri hunting and fishing permits from numerous vendors around the state or online at mdc.mo.gov/buy permits. More after this.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Between all the holiday parties,
weekend tailgates,
and family get-togethers. Oh, they're here. Who needs something to drink?
we've been overindulging a little more than usual. Thank goodness we both added active liver to our diets to give our livers some much-needed support so we have the energy we need to enjoy the holidays. Try Active Liver today and enjoy all the holiday treats with the peace of mind of knowing you're giving your liver some relief.
Find Active Liver online at Amazon, Vitacost.com, or iHerb.com. Or pick it up today at CVS, Meijer Grocery, or ShopRite.
Quick look at our forecast. Still lots of sunshine out there. We have 65 degrees. We do have a wind out of the west-northwest at 3 miles an hour and 33% still the relative humidity. That pressure at 30.11 inches and still falling. We have plenty of sunshine in the Ozarks. That's the way it's going to stay. We'll top out today at about 67, 68, maybe hit 69. That northwesterly breeze, though, will probably keep it below 69 or 70 degrees. And clear skies tonight, low of 38. With a light and variable breeze, we could have a little patchy frost in some low-lying areas. Partly sunny Thursday, high of 66. A light breeze early becomes southerly by late morning at about 5 to 10. Partly cloudy Thursday night, low of 49 with south winds. Friday, sunny, a beautiful day, high of 74 with southerly winds 5 to 10. Clear Friday night, low of 54, and sunny Saturday, high of 77. And then partly cloudy Saturday night, low of 46 with more sunshine on Sunday. A little cooler, though, with a high of only 65 degrees. Currently here at KSMO Radio, again, 65, sunny degrees with a west-northwesterly wind right here at your hometown radio station, KSMO Radio. Stick around. We do have on the way some sports news from the Missouri Net as well as some local sports news. We'll have for you statewide news on the Missouri Net, and then we'll get to our crossover music right here on KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, after the 1 o'clock top of the hour. Right here, your hometown radio source, KSMO. Thanks for being along.
Country Mart at Salem is here for you this Thanksgiving. Let them take care of cooking your Thanksgiving dinner. It's delicious and it's easy. They'll smoke or bake any turkey in their deli. Just purchase your turkey from the Country Mart Meat Department and bring it to the deli with your store receipt. A fee will then be charged at the time of pickup. Plus, they can do your side dishes and desserts as well. For more information, just call the Country Mart Deli at 729-3455. Happy Thanksgiving from your friends at Country Mart right here in Salem.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Did you just plant Pioneer Brand Z-Series soybeans again?
You bet your next level genetics I did. After last year's huge yields, why wouldn't I want to maximize that Z-Series momentum?
Right. How could I forget about that performance? It totally beat our expectations. Let's unleash some Z-Series on those acres. Come on.
Now you're talking. With that kind of ROI, why would we plant anything else?
Plant Z-Series soybeans in the 100th season of Pioneer. Visit pioneer.com/greatest yields.
Time for local sports news, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us, right here at your hometown radio station, KSMO Radio. Well, we have no Salem or Bunker sports report to you at this time, but we do want to tell you last night the Blues did beat the Calgary Flames by a score of 3-2. Dylan Holloway, Matthew Kessel, and Nathan Walker each scored for the Blues. Calgary narrowed it to 3-2 in the third period, but the Blues hung on for the win. Their next contest will be Friday night against the Philadelphia Flyers in a back-to-back weekend series with the Las Vegas Golden Knights on Saturday. Be listening to the game on Friday night right here on KSMO beginning at 6:30 with the pregame show, 7 o'clock game time, right here on hometown radio station KSMO. And the Missouri basketball Tigers and Minnesota Golden Gophers will face off at the Mizzou Arena tonight. Both teams are undefeated. Minnesota had a pair of wins at home. They're averaging 91 points a game. The Tigers have win a trio of games, 2 at home and 1 on the road, and they are averaging 94 points a game. Tune in and listen to the game tonight with a pregame show at 6:30. Tip off at 7 on KSMO Media. Stay tuned. More sports news up next from the Missouri Net.
Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Jordan Bennington stopped all 16 shots in the third period as the Blues beat the Calgary Flames 3-2, holding off Calgary after building a 3-0 lead.
Got to play for the love of the game at this point and remember why you started. Enjoy these moments because they're special. Just trying to close out a game at home. You feel the crowd. You're out there battling with your guys. Enjoy these moments and be in the present.
St. Louis hosts Philadelphia on Friday. The Mizzou women's basketball team 3-0 after the Tigers hammered Arkansas State 97-75. Grace Slaughter with 25 points, Jordana Riesma with 22. Mizzou will travel to Kansas City for a rivalry showdown with Kansas on Saturday at 6. Men's basketball, it became a free throw shooting contest at Missouri State last night between the Bears and Arkansas State. A dozen free throws in the final 21 seconds. Arkansas State hit 2 with 5 seconds to go, beating the Bears 86-85. Tonight, the Mizzou men host their first Power Conference opponent, the Minnesota Gophers. Dennis Gates has the challenge of matching X's and O's with first-year coach Nico Medved, who, while at Colorado State, had a team that consistently ranked near the top in assists.
They do a great job of moving the basketball, but also moving their bodies and moving bodies in general. I'm just excited about see where our defense is. I think our last two opponents have prepared us.
Mizzou off to a 3-0 start. Tiger football dropped out of the college football rankings after the loss to number 3 Texas A&M. For defensive lineman Chris McCullen, still a lot to play for this season with 3 games left on the schedule.
We still just realize we can finish this out, the season strong, and still do something that has never been done here, is to, get 3 back-to-back 10-win seasons. So that's kind of what the message has been.
Next up, Mississippi State. The Kansas City Royals have brought home a familiar name, outfielder Cameron Meisner, a Poplar Bluff native and former Missouri Tiger. He was originally drafted by the Royals out of high school in 2016. He comes to the Royals from the Tampa Bay Rays. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
MissouriNet.com is your free online news source. No monthly fees or annoying limited access to stories. For more than 50 years, MissouriNet reporters have been bringing you all things Missouri. Visit MissouriNet.com for our feature program Show Me Today, plus up-to-date news and sports. Are you a Missouri history buff? Check out Across Our Wide Missouri, MissouriNet, on the web at MissouriNet.com, on X at MissouriNet, MissouriNet.com.
Do you have a black vulture issue on your farm? Apply for a depredation permit through the Missouri Farm Bureau today. It's free, quick, and easy. Simply call Missouri Farm Bureau at 573-893-1417 or send an email to blackvultures@mofb.org. That's blackvultures@mofb.org. Farm Bureau will send you a permit application to fill in and sign, and you'll be able to reduce black vulture threats in no time. For more information, visit agriculture.mo.gov.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. If you're planting a cover crop this winter, Clayton Light, the Director of Conservation, Ag, and Farm Operations at Missouri Soybeans, says to have a plan.
Treat a cover crop like you would your cash crop. Try to plan in advance when you want to get it planted by, how you want to plant it, know what your crop's going to be for the next year. That ties into what species of cover crops you're going to plant. The most common cover crop in Missouri is going to be cereal rye. And wheat is another really common cover crop in Missouri as well. It's pretty inexpensive to purchase, and it can germinate late into the season. There's a lot of different ways and benefits to it, but by far the most obvious one is soil erosion. What's the benefits of weed suppression? It really can be another way to suppress weeds. It's not going to be 100%, but it definitely helps.
Learn more at mosoy.org. From Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that cost you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. Northern Missouri Congressman Sam Graves says after today's scheduled House vote to end the government shutdown, federal paychecks should be issued within 48 hours. He says shutdown-related air travel trouble should ease soon.
I think it'll be pretty much back to normal by, Thanksgiving.
A vote is scheduled around 4 o'clock today. The Missouri Department of Economic Development is gathering public input on a job program for veterans. It provides grants to businesses hiring veterans and others facing employment barriers. Comments will be accepted through December 12th. Applications for the program open in January. It's property tax time. Payments can be made by mail, phone, online, or in person at local county collectors' offices. The deadline to pay is December 31st. And a Missouri man is headed to the National Rodeo Finals. 24-year-old Tom Krause of Northwest Missouri's Gallatin County is among the top 10 in the world in rodeo winnings this year. The finals are next month in Las Vegas. Missouri Net News.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old.
She had 7 different surgeries over the span of 9 years, and there were tons of complications.
I'm doing much better now. I may have lost my leg, but I've gained so much. I got my joy back.
We got our mom back, thanks to DAV.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Sandy get the health and disability benefits they've earned.
My victory is getting my life back.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First, drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips. Because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Check out Country Mart in Salem, where in their bakery you can find a large variety of cakes for all occasions, anytime, and by special order, like anniversary, wedding, and birthday cakes. Country Mart has a full-service deli where breakfast is served daily. They have deli sandwiches that are made while you wait, and they offer daily lunch specials every day. You'll also find a large selection of cheese and deli meats to choose from. It's just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem, Highway 3272 East.
Your information source.